back to another segment of Prison Chronicles, where we come together every week, and it's a therapeutic platform. That's what I realized. But we come together every week and talk about stories of prison. If you have any spouses that have lost their mates to prison, you got any kids that lost their parents to prison, got any ex-officers, and you got any friends or loved ones that have lost to prison, you would like to come on the show and tell your story from your vantage point, remember to give us a call at 501-551-8489. And remember, like and share, and there's no us without you. And today we're going to kick this segment off. We're going to let these guys introduce themselves, go down the line, introduce yourselves, and tell the age you was at your first incarceration. Well, I ain't going to say, the age of your incarceration, things like that, and we'll roll like that.
My name Dante, they called me DT. My first incarceration when I was 17.
How much time did you do?
I did 15 years.
All right.
Oh, hey, it's about 100 years in this one. Already. I'm Daryl, man. Daryl Childress, man. But my people, all my people know me as Chill. Man, I did 27 day for day. I went to prison when I was 17, but that wasn't the first time I've been to jail, though. So, you know what I mean? My career started when I was probably about 14. But I ain't stay. I had probation. You know how you add yourself up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
My name Ray. Most people call me Black. My first time incarceration was at 19. And I did a little bit over a year the first time. Been back 3 times.
You've been back 3 times?
Yeah.
I'm Atlanta's white. They called me Ray. I went down when I was 15. I did 13 straight.
Chill, I see you doing the math. He's trying to count it up how much we did. He's trying to see how much we got. What you got, 27, 18, 15. How much you did, baby Ray?
13.
13.
Yeah, and all I did 9 and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time.
Boy.
We're gonna start off like this. And remember, when I ask y'all questions, you don't even have to wait till he answer. You know, we just gonna debate. We're gonna do, open this thing up, you don't have to go in order. But if y'all can recollect y'all first time going to prison, could you remember that? How you felt? Was you, your feelings? Was you scared and things like that?
I was more like, from hearing the stories, just from older people that had already been to the joint, on the bus ride to the joint, I was just had it on my mind. It's going down. Like ain't no time to be scared. It's time to get ready.
Yeah.
So that's how I went through the door, but it's nothing like the stories you hear.
And that's another reason why we got this Prison Chronicles, because we try to break down the stereotypes, how movies try to depict life in prison. If you ain't ever been back there with them cameras, the movies, that's all kind of fake to me.
Oh man, they be
all fake to me.
Boy, they be on something else.
Right.
But look, no, not to mean to cut you off, bro.
No, you don't speak.
But when I first went, my first day in prison, bro, you know what I mean? At 17, you know what I mean? I'm looking at it like this here. I gotta grow up right now. See, I went to prison in '94. It was more physical, you know what I'm saying? And white boys was kicking niggas' ass, for real, to be honest.
You talking about the guards?
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, we talking about this for them.
Yeah.
We don't, we don't want to seem like
For real. They was slapping dudes for walking across the yellow line and all that. You know what I'm saying? They was straight abusing dudes down there.
Yeah.
For real. And that was, you know what I'm saying, in that time, that was just a little bit. You ain't talking about the bodies they done buried, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I think more when I went, it was more of a mental setup. If you can think your way out of it, you can get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't physical when I went in 2002. But, it still went down here and there. But
oh, yeah.
It was more of a mental thing, and it all depends on who you associated with.
Yeah.
Because it's like Chill, I associate with Chill, but his mind frame was different from mine. He helped me get in the mind frame, but I got a chance to get out, you feel me? So it's more of a mental thing when I went.
Chill, you got on the 18 under license thing?
Yes, sir.
All right, check it out. Being in there 27 years, being locked up at the age of 17, and you had this life sentence. Even the people in life, they have, even the people with life, they have dreams of, you don't just, man, I'm in here for life.
Nah.
You always think when I get out, because that's just the norm that a person got mentally. But being that you had a life sentence and you definitely didn't see them overturning the stuff with the 18 and under, knowing that you were finally getting that break, that how was that for you, knowing that you had a life sentence, and then if they wouldn't have overturned this stuff like that, if they wouldn't have changed the game up like they did with the 18 under, how was your mental aspect? Because you're a cool dude, chill, but mental wise.
Mental wise, bro. Let me tell you something. I threw a garage sale for my mother yesterday, barbecue. We had Cornish hens, some beef briskets and stuff like that. But she had a stroke, and I'm gonna tell you this here, brother. That woman kept me mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? She wrote me consistently. You know what I'm saying? And bruh, I'm not just a religious person, but I believe in God, you know what I mean, His principles, you know what I mean? So my mother would always could understand when I was in my low points.
She built you up.
Yeah, and she would write me letters with scriptures and explaining, you know what I'm saying? But the first thing she told me in the judge's chambers, when they gave me life without. You know what I'm saying? Boy, my homeboy, my best friend Kyle cried like a baby. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, I kind of figured they was, but I was fighting the death penalty. I loosened my tie. That's the first time I ever wore a tie, brother. You know what I mean? I loosened my tie and sat down and took a deep breath. I went, they gave me 15 minutes, that 15 minutes to talk to your mother, you know what I'm saying, whoever you want to talk to in the judge's chamber. My mom told me this here. She said, Darryl, this your Red Sea. I never could understand that until I grew up mentally and spiritually, you know what I mean? And that's how I became, a lot of brothers' big brother in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I had to always hold my shit together, bro. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to change the difference from when I went to prison, when we was out here shooting them pistols and gang banging, 72 murders in Little Rock. You know what I mean? So I just knew I couldn't be dumb, man, for all my life. You know what I'm saying? Even though no matter where I was, I had to live the best life I had to live, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I started educating myself.
Hey, for sure, you definitely got to do that.
Educate myself and start trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring a balance in the prison system as far as how we got along together. You know what I mean? As brothers. Cause man, look, we ate soups out the same bowl.
Shoot,
come on, man.
They come riding.
Man, let me get, man, where your cup at, bro? Let me get that cup. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, yeah.
So, yeah.
Doing the time, y'all, what y'all think the hardest part of prison was? And I know all us went down, we all first got locked up in the 90s, and but just not even just doing the time, but what was the hardest part about doing prison time to y'all?
Shit, just being there.
But at the same time, even just being there, you still gonna block out the world because you still gotta live in there.
But that's the thing, it's a different living. You ain't free, you confined.
But we can't go home either. We ain't got no choice.
Exactly, so you living differently. Like, you surviving. Yeah. That's your mentality turned to survival instead of living, because it's just right here. It's a warehouse packed with 1,800 men. That's all criminals.
Cesspool.
You know what I'm saying? It's rehabilitation is up on you as an individual, because they don't care. They just making money.
For them.
Right, they just making money.
Rehabilitation in the system is not truly trying to rehabilitate.
At all. It's about recidivism, man. They want you to come back so that money can keep rolling.
No treatment program is really effective unless it's 2 years. How many programs in prison is actually 2 years?
The closest I can say is how long TC lasts?
18.
That's a minimum.
Well, then you still got the I-5 program too, but you right.
Oh, yeah,
all of them minimum.
So, I mean, truly, it is upon the brother, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, fix himself, but at the same time, give me the tools. You know, they dropped me out here, bro. They wouldn't even let us get no, you know what I'm saying, vocational skills and none of that.
Because of the sentence.
Yeah, because of my sentence. You know what I'm saying?
How much time?
How long was you locked up after they? How much longer you did after when they reversed it?
About 3 more years.
Yeah.
It took them about a sum total, probably about 3 years. But once the process, and then they were still trying to, you know, man.
Since Obama got out of office, since he been out of office, they ain't been letting nobody else in.
Man, the brothers are still trying to fight to get out. You got a little Yankaway, you know what I'm saying? That brother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was young. He was real young. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Lil Terry. I mean, you know, a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Ra the last one that got out though on it recently.
Who?
Ra.
The Ra.
For no Ra.
Yeah.
How was it for you though? What was your hardest part of prison? You were finna speak on that.
My hardest part when I started losing my family members, bro.
Was you able to go to the funerals and stuff?
Some of them, you know what I'm saying? But that was the hardest part for me because I already knew I put myself in that situation so I could handle it. But when I started losing grandmas and grandpas and aunties, uncles, that's what hurt me because they weren't able to see me as a man, you feel me? Yeah. They weren't able to see my growth. So when they died, they just remember me as how I was. So that's what was hard for me. I didn't get the chance to let them see my development, my growth as a man when I was incarcerated.
Real talk.
Yeah. You were beating yourself up when it comes to that situation there?
All the time. I think about it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I wish I had the opportunity for them to see me with my firstborn. You feel me? I had my firstborn 18 months ago. And it changed my life, you feel me? So they never got the process to see me as a grown man.
Do you think prison, not saying you got to go to prison to do this, do you think prison made you a better parent?
My prison saved my life.
Yeah, I'm saying just parent-wise.
Yeah, because I feel like it has because now I know I got somebody depending on me, bro.
Yeah, and then you know the routes you went down, but it definitely saved you.
So I feel like it saved my life too. Yeah. Because it gave me a chance to realize and educate myself on and learn that the things I'm out here doing is not the way to go. Like I grew up in a project. My mom and my dad are doing drugs, so I just got free run. But I took it upon myself. I never made bad grades in school, even all the way up till I went to prison. But I was just doing wrong shit. Because I'm from the project. And nobody watching me, telling me don't do this, don't do that. Because they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So this brother here, he one of the dudes got me right. Because I went to prison and I was still, you know, I didn't care. Because I'm looking at how much time I got to do. Like, it's over. I might not make it. So I just was living crazy, bro. Like, man, get yourself together. They off in college, go to college. Get ready to go home. Think about going home. And I became a man.
How many denials they gave you?
They gave me 5.
That's just crazy.
But I've been out. I've been out 14. I ain't never been back. I ain't been in no trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Black, what was the hardest part about it for you?
The hardest part for me was like kind of like losing the ability to feel, you know what I'm saying? It kind of made me cold in certain spots, you know what I'm saying? And not intentionally, just because of being there. It's so much you miss out on, there's so much you can't do nothing about. And you know, it feels some type of way, but it's like you gotta shut that off just so you can survive in there because people prey on your weakness. You know what I'm saying? If they see you vulnerable, they go prey on you. So it's like you almost got to lose your whole ability to feel just to get through it. Then
you say even losing your feel, do you think that still stick with you out here? Like as much as we try, like the mentality we developed in her?
I can't lie to you, man. I can't lie to you because
we did here, I realized then it hit me like an epiphany, bro. This is a therapeutic platform. We fucked up, man.
Yeah,
We fucked up, and I don't think we'll ever be right, man.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's your
And
environment.
see, that's what
like,
most people don't get because it's like you got 3 different worlds in your head.
Real, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, as much as we want to be in love, we want to be in relationships
don't
and stuff
say
like
that, man.
For real, as much as we want to be that, bro, we
it's
fucking some lives up.
It's hard for us to
Cause
deal
we
with a
fucked
woman
up, hell
because
yeah.
we
I
ain't
think about
did
it.
it.
We
so
get
many
angry
years.
about something.
Boy,
We shut down.
Petty shit.
Shut down.
They want to ask questions. It make us mad. Damn, you know what I'm saying? But we fucked up, bro. They don't know how,
like
man.
And they don't understand
It done to me the last show. This is a therapeutic platform, bro, and we'll never heal from it. I don't care. And our best freedom,
we scarred.
the best joy, I wish like our women and stuff like that can see us interact with each other. And they'll, you know, they'll see a real, genuine, happy dude. Because once you done been in a third world country like we done had, man.
Boy.
It's traumatizing,
For
bro.
real,
That's
I'm
you
talking about,
gotta
man, I'm standing
understand.
clicking on my mamas now, my brother now, and they love a dude, man. But shoot, man, this shit
It's
is.
crazy you brought that up because me and my old lady had an argument. I ain't gonna say it was an argument, just a debate. Because she said I don't tell her I love her. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I said you should know that about what I do for you. But she said that's not enough. You feel
It
me?
don't work.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I bust my ass every day. I go to work 12, 13 hours. We got a roof over our head. We living straight. That ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? But she said she want to hear it. But I'm going off actions, bro. You feel me? So it's crazy that you say that because you right though, bro. We go through that.
Yeah. Man.
And that's the only way we know how to express it, just by doing. You feel me?
Bruh, I cannot fall in love, bro.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, boy, I didn't cry. I didn't cry now.
For real.
Boy, I'm talking about, boy, I had one hurt me so hard, boy, I said, oh, I can't.
It was worth the prison. I hate to do that to person, but it's damn when it worth the prison. Nigga lost over 20 pounds in 30 days. Nigga couldn't eat, sleep, or nothing.
Then I was locked down. I had got caught with a phone. Man, I was crushed, boy. I was like, man, I cried in that room. I said, boy, I can't do this no more.
I get mad. I'm mad. I've been mad 4 years now. I get into it with my wife daily. I'm talking about, listen, bro, I go a different part of the house. And she try to talk to me, I be like, hey, man, just go away from me. Don't say nothing.
You know, you was the anger man.
Because I'm angry.
That's the anger man. Hey, I watched him nigga get fired. Hey, I saw him get fouled on the basketball court. Man, you know, when we together like that, you try to do what you gotta do to keep from getting split up in there.
Yeah.
Man, this nigga got fouled on the court, man. When I tell you he kicked dude ass with elbows.
Hey,
quick.
bro.
I'm talking about I'm like, man, how the fuck you use that many elbows? That fat number of elbows. I'm like,
Don't
man,
let
this
him
nigga
and Lil
is
Mike be on the
mad.
court together.
What, man?
Boy,
Man, me, him, Lil Mike, Tempo, Curtis, all us in the same bird. You know, boy, man, you know them egos. Man, we arguing about music and band being the difference.
He at home?
Nah, he ain't at home yet. But yeah, but Black, what you think about relationship-wise? The mental aspect of it.
Man, really, and that be the thing of it, be the mental part of it. Because you know the morals and the principles that we stood on down there, they don't value that out here. So it's like everything that we seen and everything that we trying to do is like a attack. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them trying to learn and figure it out, because they just want you to jump back out here and just snap right back like that.
Yeah,
But
it ain't happening. I'm surprised when you did so many calendars.
And then look, we went to prison when we was kids.
So our man developed in there.
Come on, man. You know, to just be real. We weren't getting that much coochie, man. You know what I'm saying? At that age, you know what I'm saying? So, or being in no serious relationships where, you know what I'm saying? But
you wasn't in love, period.
Right.
You wasn't in love.
You develop that sense of love, you know what I'm saying, through your parents. But, you know what I mean? But you love a woman and then you fall in love. Because I done fell in love, boy, and it killed me. So when she left me, it killed me. So boy, after that, man, you know what I'm saying, I can love a woman and have agape love for her, but boy, man, love scarred me. But I want to say this here though, if you get a brother, one of us, or if you get one of us, you got a good brother.
You got a bone up. Look, that's why when you telling me, if you get a dude that did time, man, nigga not do the yard work, we not do the laundry, the cooking, we gonna do everything.
But you gotta give him a chance.
But at the same time though, it can be a detriment too, because, you know, a dude in prison, you know, we don't wait till stuff get done. We stay ahead of the game. I'm talking about we don't run out of shit. I'm talking about, but you know, you can do so long that the woman think that it's your job now. So when you leave or whatever, and your helper there, you come home and you know a task probably needed to be done, and you see it still waiting on you. That throw y'all. But man, check the question out, y'all. And y'all feel free to answer this question here. We'll get to that. I already say, so how did you feel leaving your loved ones behind, and what was on your mind when your parents was always telling you to do right, but you didn't listen and ended up getting incarcerated? You know.
Oh man, I know it killed me, bro. Man, it hurt me seeing my mama cry in the courtroom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was crying too hard, man. You know, and that would cause me to start to reevaluate what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt bad seeing your people cry like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially based off your decision. So,
Right.
Yeah, it really hurt.
I think we don't realize what we taking our people through, bro, while we doing our thing.
Right.
And I say that everybody that's on this panel, we got one thing in common. We was all selfish, bro, because we just worried about what we wanted to do. You feel me? But when I got my first visit from my mama, man, she told me she could sleep better at night knowing where I was at, bro. So they let me know I was putting a lot of pressure on and stressing her out, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it made me think like, damn, man, what the hell I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? So you just got to think about that when you. And I think about that now because I'm a parent.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm like, man, I hope my daughter don't do me like that. You know, like I did my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
see, that, my incarceration, it hurt so bad, but it helped a whole lot because my mom got out of drugs. She stopped doing drugs, stopped drinking, stopped smoking cigarettes, got in the church. And she been sober for 30 years, you know what I mean? Like, so it was a lot of good came out of it. My family came closer because I was gone. So it's like it opened everybody's eyes to the job they was doing. Like, we really not doing our part because we just let him just do whatever he wanted to do. Now look how he ended up. So they all on the streets came to a look closer-knit family, and made it through, you know what I'm saying, became my backbone, helped me survive like they supposed to do. So it was some good came out of it. I just wish I never would have did what I did. You know what I'm saying? It's like true remorse. You know, I lost a lot of time with my family and just out of my life, period. Because people don't understand. They take us to a whole new world. Time don't stop still, but it stands still for us. Because it's the same, it's like Groundhog Day. You wake up and do the same thing every day. Every day. You gotta deal with the same people every day. You can't go nowhere. So it's like, it's real, very like nerve-wracking. You gotta be a strong dude. There's a lot of dudes in there that lost their mind. Just in that confinement. Don't even know who they are no more. Talking about just doing stuff where they mentally is, like that place is horrible, man. I know it's people deserve to be there, but I really don't, I think it should be an alternative than prison, man.
Yeah, it should be at all times, but man, that's why I try to give my mom and my family the best of me that I got now. You know what I mean? Because I know I was wrong. But you know what I'm saying, as a young kid trying to find himself, you know, my father lived in California, you know what I mean? So I'm in the streets, you know what I'm saying, with my mom. She a single parent, going to school, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to put food on the table. So, you know what I mean? And then I done lived in the projects a couple of times. I've been homeless, you know what I'm saying? These are the struggles that single parents go through, you know what I'm saying, was bringing us up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was wrong, but I was searching for myself, brother. You know what I'm saying? I searched and down the wrong streets. You know what I mean? Because that was a part of my environment at that time. You know what I mean? When you look at the psychological makeup of any human is their environment, their personality. You know what I'm saying? They genetically and their experiences. So you got to understand what I was experiencing in that time frame, you can't just ask a question and say why you was disobedient to your mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was disobedient and I paid retribution for that. But at the same time, you have to understand the level of how we was disabled as a community. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have it, like right now, I love on every kid I see, brother. You know what I mean? Because I know that
Kids the future.
yeah, you know what I mean? I love on mom.
Well, check this out, y'all. We'll be right back after a short commercial break. Don't go nowhere. Back from that short commercial break, and we're thanking y'all for continue to bear with us, and we're gonna continue to elaborate with these guys. Chill, you went home from the Max, from Tucker Max. Wasn't that the unit with that? Yeah. How was the water situation with you? They say, you know, was the water still burning and stuff?
Man, Tucker Max, man, is broke down, brother. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know what I mean?
That man said, was the water still burning?
Man, you know, conditions of prison, bro.
Right. We in the water not burning.
The water be, man, stinking, man. I'm talking about, you know, sometimes it'll get a little dirty, nasty, where you put your towel up under there, your whole towel be brown. You know what I mean?
Can't wash your clothes on your hands because your clothes
do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You go
there's been times I'd have been on that squad, get that water break. As soon as you get that water in your cup, you see sand and rock, like, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey, they don't nigga put it down. You don't put it down on the squad. They tell you
like they about to kill you out here.
When you get that shower, that's the only thing that make you feel human.
No, they about to kill you,
man. Clean you up. You go lay down, relax, go make you a meal.
Water always been a problem.
Brother. You know what I mean? You can't even drink it. You can't drink it.
Sanitation,
you know
period.
So, you know what I'm saying? They selling, you know what I'm saying, cans of water on the store, but you have to look at this here, man. You are housing me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and
you got to make those.
Water.
Yeah, now you charging me for water because your water is unbearable. You can't drink it. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So you look at, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a burden on taxpayers or whatever, but at the same time, though, we are speaking about rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have conditions for a dude to be able to rehabilitate himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We in here like animals. Come on, man.
During a course of, was it hard for y'all? Well, I know that's a silly question there, but you know what I'm saying? Like visitation-wise, how was visitation to y'all?
Man,
that's the
highlight.
it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
Because you so happy to see you.
You happy to see your people, but then
they gotta leave. Like
they gotta leave, but then look how certain people treat your people.
Yeah.
And that shit just make you want to just bump in and throw it up.
Bro.
That's right. It's back to reality.
Bro, they went all in my mama pants. I mean, you know, come on, bro. My mama ain't never brought me no contraband in prison. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been, you know, coming off the visitation with no contraband or nothing like that. But man, they had my mama, you know what I'm saying, up there in the front. I'm wondering why it's taking us so long to get back, because, you know, they bring you out first. You know what I mean? I'm like, where my mom at? They got her all up there, up under her shirt. And, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, my mama's 60-something years old.
Somebody want to know, and y'all, definitely all y'all can get y'all input on this.
Resources.
Are there any resources or information that you have to share, even if from experience, to help others be productive members of society upon their release?
Oh, yeah. I
mean,
mean,
the only thing I can say about that is you just got to stay down. Even though you see other people with nice things and whatever, you want to have that, you just got to be consistent in what you want to do with your life, you feel me? Because I can speak for all of, we all want nice things, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been dead so long without it. But you just got to stay consistent, man. You know, the streets ain't where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to get a trade or something.
Yeah, you got to find something that you're comfortable in,
something,
and
man.
something that you can thrive in. You feel me? So
get out here and learn something that you can do that's positive, but makes a living.
Right.
You know, like the things we want to talk, man, that garbage man and that mailman 20 years from now gonna be set. We want to talk that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
it's as a youngster, your options of who you want to be as a grown up are already slim just from society. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody now it's a rapper. But back then we looked up to the drug guys and the sports guys. All we want to do is play basketball, football, or sell dope. That's all we had to look up to, because ain't nobody there to tell you, hey man, go to school, get this trade, be an electrician, be a carpenter, be a master plumber. People that makes really good money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you to be that growing up as a young black male, and that's the problem. Black, why you not talking?
I check this out for everybody that's watching. Not only is this a platform for people to get out of, get out of prison, and speaking about the loved ones, things like that you have lost in prison. But remember this: if you know anybody that's coming home, you know anybody that came out, we fucked up. They got your cousin fucked up, your brother, your son, all of them fucked up, your daughter. Encourage them to come on this show, because I realize this is a therapeutic platform. Oh, yeah, and right. For them coming on this platform and speaking about what they're going through internally, you'll better understand your parent, your loved ones, your cousin, your niece, whatever, that left out of prison. Because, and I don't think we'll ever be the same again. We angry. Angry, man. That's crazy. And he don't try to be. Then think about it. Like my little brother, he always asks, "Dang man, why you be just getting, you get so mad so quick whole time? You don't be mad. It's just your response, your delivery. Cause you in there you have to for so long, and you interact with dudes that everybody tough. Niggas that stupid shit. I'm talking about you be sitting there watching. Like, I mean, this example. One day I'm watching Life. You know how the TV's in the air, I'm just standing up watching Life. And a dude come up and say, "Is this Life?" I just look at the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna answer that shit. You see your answer. And I just look at him. He like, "Man, this Life?" Nigga, you see the shit. Then they ask this question here. "Is this on now?" What the fuck, man? That shit, that be throwing me off. So here it is, people out here, you interact with them, and you so used to interacting with all these, not just illiterate and slow people in there, but killers and all this stuff there. And you ain't, hey man, don't do that, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And you come out here with it, and I ain't saying everybody's sensitive, but they ain't used to the delivery.
Right, because you gotta really.
It's a different environment.
We be handling them rough out here, man.
But you really are.
Yeah, we are.
You really are.
That's how, you know what I'm saying?
Because you come from a rough environment.
That's how it was gave us, though.
You come from a rough environment, man. Just think, being in prison and being released, the stuff that you be getting mad at, man, once you look back at it, you like, damn, I'm fucked up. I let that shit get me mad. That shit was nothing. And it makes you realize that it's just symptoms of being in prison. dealing with all that bullshit, like, it's face to face. You in a barracks with 60 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All day.
All day.
Hey, y'all,
Every day.
Hold up. Miss Passy say her son is 19 years old and he has 20 years on the Y at Varna. What type of advice y'all give him? Because he got to do what, 14 years to the door? He got to do 14 years to the door.
Baby.
And the pen ain't nothing like it was when we first went down.
No.
And it's so watered down. And he can come out worse than he went in because.
He gonna come out worse than.
And I ain't just talking about from the mental. I'm talking about just the way things is now.
But you got to want to grow individually, man. Like this how you see people that you know constantly get out and then they be out 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 months, and they dead and got killed. Cause they ain't learned. They don't care. It's like this life, I can just keep on living it. I can see an end. I'm finna get out, but they never try to change their life. Like it's individual, man. You can go in there and do your time and come out the same person. I ain't learned nothing. I ain't grew at all. You still on the same thing. You come out, your morals and values are still the same because you didn't grow. You didn't educate yourself because prison not gonna do it.
But I think still, yeah, man, in the prison community, man, you have to have brothers that, you know what I'm saying, because everybody needs a little bump along, you know what I'm saying, to start understanding something different. Because the only thing we was understanding, young, all the thing we understand, man, what you doing over there, buddy? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had to come along in the prison community that we trusted, you know what I'm saying? As far as a big homeboy, we got him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what you doing? What you doing, bro? You gonna keep
and
keep
then you do so long there, you become that guy.
Yeah.
Especially when you learn.
Exactly.
Because you know, when I first went down, you know, you had dudes.
So it's a
it was
culture,
all about
man.
manipulate. Hey man, everybody telling you how to get the drops and shit off visitation stuff.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't trying to school you and shit, how to flip your money and give it back to your people. But Black, you know, so I want you to speak on this first. Do you think it's very important, and how important do you think it is to have that support system when you in place when you come home?
Man, it's very important to have that support system because without it, you guaranteed to fail pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that, because after you're doing such a long period of time, in your mind, it's still the way the world was then, it's the way the world was in prison, and then it's the way the world is now. So like, mentally, it's kind of like a challenge because in all three of these different worlds, it's still your reality, you know what I'm saying? The way the world was before I went to prison is my reality. Prison was my reality. Now this is my reality, now I'm out. So trying to balance all the different, yeah, man, to balance the three different worlds that's in your mind is a struggle, and you can't do it by yourself, so you really gotta have that support system. Then they just throw you out here and just say, get a job and get back on with your life. But it's almost like how? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the prison system don't prepare you for your release.
No, they don't.
They don't prepare you for your release at all. So
I mean, they have programs in place, but you know what I'm saying? I think
They ain't helping.
Nah, because
Pre-release is the only thing, and that's another.
Like,
They benefit
I'm
them
talking about
though.
like educational, but you know what I'm saying?
They just getting paid the same
paid for it
doing.
because you took it.
I don't think they should have a time frame on just because an individual don't have 36 months to be, you know what I'm saying, or a month or a year before he's released to be able to go and take some classes, because it's just like I'm doing a crash course now. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving my mind time enough to develop. You know what I'm saying?
So if right now, if we was in front of the Senate, the congressman, whoever the ones that do the puppeteering, whatever, and they was to ask us right now, all right, we hear y'all voice. We hear y'all voice. Y'all telling us how it is in prison. Y'all telling us what we need to touch down. What answer could you get them to like set up stuff for when a person coming out of prison?
In my head,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? where you know what I'm saying, it's a community where you bring, you know what I'm saying, you kind of transcend, you know, make a transition to job, because see what it is going on now, brother, is they just throwing dudes out in the community and hoping the community to take care of us. You know what I'm saying? But not allowing us to take care of ourselves, you know what I'm saying, by providing, maybe look, okay, when you come home, man, or if you don't have a vocational skill, if you don't have a GED, or if you don't have, you know what I'm saying, transportation, or you don't have, you know what I'm saying, work release, but you at home. You know what I'm saying?
Then I think the people that did stretches like us, we should be the one go to work release. You got the dudes that come back and forth with drug charges, knowing the more money you get, the more they finna go flip that. Then you got dudes sitting there all the 2 decades and stuff. We get out, ain't got, you get that little punk at $100 and shit, that little 100 and something. Well, that's a meal.
I ain't get to my whole 100. I got 70.
But you supposed to get that half when you go to your pro office.
It's like they need to. It's like they need to take that "Are you a felon?" up out of being able to apply for a job.
Oh, that's crazy. I was just going to speak on it here.
Like,
you can get an application.
Problem.
See, now they ask this now. They say, have you been convicted in the last 5 years?
But that don't matter.
So
because
they still going to run.
They still
going to run you some third party. So you know, you still out of there.
Some jobs, like my job, they ain't never asked me that. You feel me?
Right.
So they just
like some jobs don't.
Right.
You know, like every job I got because somebody I know worked there.
Right.
And like, hey man, give them a try. You know, like, and they just didn't do a background check. But every time I go fill out an application, I never get the job because they say my background check.
Yeah, that's
you know, like how I'm supposed to survive if I went and did time for my crime and now I'm out.
Yeah, you saying that
I'm still basically doing time because you don't even let me take care of myself.
It's still a burden on how you can survive.
Right, I can't even take care of myself. So that's why I say
that I do not want to go back.
That's why I feel like recidivism is the thing.
Both of y'all, this was y'all first time. Well, now you was in the. He ain't see a cell phone till he got out.
Yeah, till I got out. I didn't even know what a cell phone was.
When I first seen that,
never saw one in my life.
I said, man, what's this, man?
I'm in the car with my mama. She like, yo, cuz, she just handed me something. Your cousin say, call him. And she handed it to him. I just looked at it and I just sat in the seat and kept talking to her. I hate these. Mama happy to be out. We riding on. She like, when you gonna call? I said, I'm gonna call when we get home. Get to the phone. What you talking about? When I'm gonna call? She said, I just gave you the phone. The phone? This a phone? It was a Razor. That was my first time ever seeing it. 2007. I was 30. 30 years old. That's what I'm saying. We shut out from the world, man.
Yeah, you're in the concrete graveyard. I mean, you're dead.
Right. It's like,
you know what I mean?
you got
family is, you know what I'm saying, keep what keeps you alive.
Your family, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, y'all, look
family
at this.
Support.
What advice do y'all give a young brother that is trying to do right but is financially fucked up?
Man, keep striving, man. Odds and ends, man. I done washed cars, man. I done cut grass. I done did all, man, to survive. So I'm
gonna say this, like a person that's trying, but you can't do it because you're financially fucked up. First of all, if you get habits, you need to kick that. Because if you fucked up and ain't got money to support, you know what I'm saying? You out of the devices gonna kill you every time. But other than that, I'm gonna say construction, man, is a real come up because you getting paid every week, you getting the overtime, and most of the time you at work 10, 12 hours a day. So the trouble you ain't getting into it because you at work. Then by the time you get off, it's like getting off whole squad. You gonna take that shower when because you're doing the same thing tomorrow. Then take your lunch to work. Forget going to McDonald's and all that on break and still call McDonald's. High as hell. Then your cheese ain't coming melted on your burger. But fix your own sandwiches and stuff, man.
CDL.
Gotta get the CDL.
I told them not to do that in
trade, man. Go plastic tech bill, get you a trade.
McDonald's got pork?
Man, they put some whatever that was on my
McDonald's ain't got no pork.
I told them not to. Boy, you know I went up there, I almost went crazy. Man, they got bacon.
Yeah. But for me, man, you know, what helped me get back on my feet when I got out, you know what I'm saying? I started out with just a lawnmower and a weed eater. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually I moved up in clients, and then I got into the tree service. You know what I'm saying? It just kept growing and growing, but like starting out though, I was only just making enough to get through the next day, but I was cool with it. I was content with it because I kind of used the same mind frame from prison because you surviving with not too much of nothing, and you okay, and you still at peace, and you know what I'm saying? So I try to still keep that same mentality of I don't need a lot of stuff to survive out here.
That's how we are. She just asked, how do you be the best support system for him? Just be there for him. Just be there for him.
Don't judge him. Don't try to like put your views on life on him. Just let him find his way. You know, just be there for him, but let him find his own way. You know, don't make him think like you could try to control him. Do this, and I want you to do that, do this, cause he gonna rebel. Because that's what he going through right now. So he just needs you to be there and support when he trying to do right, and just be stern with him when he messing up.
Basically, just be his mama.
Just be his mama.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Because he gets this like he's starting all over again.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked, how will he feel about having a murder charge on him, and how will a woman react to him being in prison? It's just like a guard working in prison. It's just like a female guard working in prison. The stuff the academy teach her and distill in her, once she finally meet a dude, she gonna realize, hold up, that wasn't right. But the charge don't make him. He's still gonna be the same person. He gonna once he become more cognizant, remorseful, and then get past that stage there, he gonna be okay. Thank you for bearing with us while we're back from our short commercial break. And somebody want us to speak about how would a woman react to somebody being in prison, and she want to know, will her son ever have a normal life? He can get out and have a normal life. He can be prosperous. He can have the big house, the nice cars, the kids, the dogs. I mean, the American dream. But to be real, he ain't gonna never. Now after doing 14 years that he got to be in. Hey, be prepared mentally, because he was sentenced to, you say 20 years on the 70. They ain't gonna let him out after the first 14. They gonna set a denial because they already got the space taken up. They gonna get paid for the bed that he occupied. But I mean, he ain't gonna never be normal. We ain't gonna never be normal. So it's nothing to make you feel a certain way and think that you gotta apply pressure or apply this and all. No, he gonna be okay. But mentally, normally, he ain't gonna be normal until he around people that he grew up with in there, mentally, period. But other than that, he ain't gonna be normal. And I hope, if anybody gonna want to elaborate on that, speak on that, but that's my stuff.
It's like I feel most comfortable around the dudes I did that 13 years with, instead of the dudes that I was hanging with before I even went down there. Because that's who I grew to know as a man and trust. Like, I don't even know the guys that I was 13 to 14 years old with, because I didn't see them become men. I wasn't around them. I don't know what type of person they are. But this person I just did these 10 years with, I was around him every day. I know his good points and his bad points. So when he get out and I get out when I see him, that's who I'm hanging with, because that's who I know. You know, it's just like anybody growing up. You hang around people you grew up with.
You know, they coming to you, man, what's up, man? That genuine happiness that, man, what's up? But you realize that
you grew real friendship.
It's something about this nigga here that you realize, hold up, our purpose was fulfilled for that moment, being in each other's life back in them doors.
Oh, yes,
it's certain people that you just ain't vibing with no more.
This one for the show.
Some shit you detrimental to what you got going on.
I went to school with Chill, right? Yeah. Chill older than me, but I was in school when he left. We didn't hang, he hung around my big homies. You see what I'm saying? But when I came to prison and he seen me, he took me up under his wing and he taught me. So now he my big brother forever. You see what I'm saying? Never hung with him a day of my life on the streets, but grew a bond with him 13 years in the junk. Now that's my big brother like my mother had him. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's real bonds formed in chaos. You see what I'm saying? So some dudes get out here and they got real attachments to other dudes, like genuine love.
Yeah.
And then some dudes grew genuine hate for each other. So it's just like, it's still life. You know, we still, even though it don't seem like time moving, when we doing time, it is. Yeah. So you just growing inside.
Hey, them sports help you get through too, because you got 3 months of basketball, 3 months of football. You know what I'm saying?
Reading books, you know, like I just did a lot of stuff to pass my time, just try to get away from that.
Water in the TV.
Get away from that negativity.
Somebody asked, is there a difference between a convict and a felon? First of all, you a convicted felon. All that different stuff, that's prison terminology. I ain't no convict. No, what they say?
I ain't no felon, I'm a convict.
I'm a convict. No, I ain't no inmate, I'm a convict. Nigga, you still in prison. You convicted of a felon. Nigga, you lost your damn man.
Come on, Craig.
That shit you tripping out of there, man. I ain't no inmate. Yes, you is, nigga. You got an ADC number just like all of us. You got convicted of a felon. So it ain't, just to break it all down, you know what I'm saying, you still an inmate.
Right. Even if you went to prison and nice people that got probation, they still felons.
Convicted felon.
You an inmate until you ain't one no more. And then until you, do you know you, like, you still on paper?
Yeah, I'm on probation.
Do you know you still on, that 1P? That mean, they switched the status up in the P now. You know how you had 1C, 1B, 1A. Yeah. When you parole out, you 1P now. You still in the zone.
That's why you on parole.
Yeah, 1P.
That's why you still gotta go see your parole officer, cause you on furlough.
Yeah.
You on a furlough. That's all. If you not flat, you just on furlough. That's why you still check into a parole officer, man. You still, your time still going.
Men and women, sit your child down and tell them to check this message out. Right now, especially you knowing the path they going down, look in these cameras and tell the young brothers and sisters that are going down the path that you hadn't already been down. Tell them to give them some type of advice right now.
Man, all the advice I have is, you know what I'm saying, listen to your parents, man, because they love you to a certain point where they willing to give you anything in life for you to be prosperous, man. So just take that in and just do what you have to do, man, because the prison life ain't where it's at for no young black male. And you see, it's like a revolving door, and they taking our youth from us, niece and nephews, so it's just not where it's at. If you got a problem, situation, big homies in the hood or whatever, you know what I'm saying, talk, you know what I'm saying, ask a question, you know what I'm saying, because, man, that's not where you want to be at, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I went in at 17 and got out when I was 32, you know what I'm saying. I lost all my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, I think like what I could have been, you know what I'm saying, if I had the opportunity to grow in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not really figuring out how to be a man right now at 36, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, don't put your life on the back burner, man, for your friends and your homeboys, because in the end, it's just gonna be you, man. So that's my advice.
Boy, my guy. Really, man, it's basically, man, simple, man, for me. When you look at how much time you put into doing wrong, you see what I'm saying? You can put that same amount of time into doing right and come out with a better outcome than you probably would imagine. So don't be 46. Going to school for a trade is what I'm saying. Or don't be 46 trying to mend generational curses in your family. You know what I'm saying? So, man, brother, just be positive and consistent with your positivity. And I ain't got nothing else to say about it.
Well, my advice would be, you know, people got to learn to be them, because sometimes get around their peers, and, you know, everybody got their definition of what real is, and you got people out here dying trying to hold up to a false image of what real is, but really being real is just being exactly who you are. Like, if you like to play the saxophone, play the saxophone. No, you know what I'm saying? Don't just go out there and just do stuff just because you feel like you gotta kind of fit in, man. Cause you know, in certain environments, it's like certain stuff you can't do, or you go be a victim of your environment. You know what I'm saying? So people don't never really learn how to get comfortable in their own skin, cause they so busy trying to, you know what I'm saying,
uphold the image.
Yeah, uphold the
and
image.
You just spoke on, you know, being a real nigga and all that. That's what I came to the conclusion in prison. You know, everybody say, I'm a real nigga, I'm real.
Yeah.
But think about it, you know, you got the different categories of people on the earth. You know, you got the real nigga, the whole ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, the lame, the squirrel. But think about it, the real nigga know everybody's business. The real nigga know about you. That's why he on a Fed. He on somebody's papers, federal papers.
Real piece
the
of
real
shit.
nigga, the real nigga know everything. The whole ass nigga, that square nigga, he don't know shit. He don't know shit. He don't know what to tell. He don't know. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing no gossip because he don't know. He don't care. He in his own lane. I'm a real nigga. The real nigga, the one that know everything. The ones that telling and doing all this shit there, man. I'm a human, man.
But the thing is, people be saying they're a real nigga and want to see the next person do bad. You can't never say you real if you want to see anybody not doing good. You see what I'm saying? How that's not real? You want to see somebody suffer? You know, so it's like the thing with the youth, man, we got to educate ourselves, man. These dudes got to go to school and they got to leave school
look when we was in prison,
and become get a trade.
Majority of the blacks.
If you're not going to college, get a trade.
Then
you can survive in this world without
with
being
the knowledge, man. If you know something, teach somebody
Yes,
else.
sir.
Think about it in
Teach
prison.
somebody.
All the black dudes, they gonna put all the black dudes in the kitchen and laundry. All the white dudes on maintenance and construction.
Basketball,
Cause they know that
kitchen
shit.
laundry.
Man, we need to learn these trades and teach all these little kids. We need to
Right,
we
so
need
we
to
can be
put it,
some.
yeah, we need to be in a
Boy, I
position.
gotta go home and study now.
Yeah, we need to put ourselves in position so we can teach somebody else. But Black, was you finished speaking on what you was speaking, telling the person what they need to hear?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, grow in who you is, because like the way I live now, I really don't even pay attention to the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? It's like I got my own world and up in my own mind though, you know, it might kind of sound a little off, but that's the way it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't navigate through the world based off other people's perceptions of what they feel like this supposed to be.
Right.
I go strictly off me, man, because
You comfortable in your own skin?
yeah, I'm comfortable in my own
You gonna
skin.
suffer your own consequences. When you make a bad choice, you the one got to suffer it.
Right.
So I can't do what you want me to do.
I'ma do
Because if that decision turns out wrong for me, I'm the one got to go through this pain and suffering. So I don't let nobody dictate my life either. I feel everything you saying. Like my world revolves around me and the people I contact every day. Like if I ain't talking to you on a daily basis, I'm not paying attention to what you got going on. When I see you, hey, how you doing? Catch up with you. But I just deal with my same people because that's how I protect me. I done already been lost a whole lot of my life. So I'm not gonna risk that for nobody that don't got my best interest in their heart. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay away from anybody I know that's just doing fucked up shit. I don't even want to be around them. But my friends that I grew up with, I distance myself from them because they not living the same way I live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be in nobody's business. I just raise my kids, take care of my wife, and stay out of trouble.
Doing what men do. That's what men do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's just
You know what I'm
men.
saying? You know, I give my knowledge to anybody. Like, anybody I talk to, I'm only give them good wisdom, and I'm not gonna tell them. I don't tell people how to hustle, how you can flip this. I don't do none of that. All I tell them is good, positive shit, because that's what the world needs. We killing each other at a outstanding rate. And then we scream Black Lives Matter. Do it matter to black people? Y'all protesting police killings is 100 police killings in the United States in a year of black people. But it's thousands of black on black crime daily. Like, we got to start loving each other, bro, respecting each other as men, man. And the only way we're gonna do that is we educate ourselves.
And rest in peace to the little brother just got killed. Little hustler, man, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's okay to be an alpha man around another alpha man.
Very unfortunate, man. You
and
know
not have a problem.
Lost his life so young, you know what I mean? Any brother lose their life so young, man, it's very unfortunate, man. You know, we need soldiers, brother. You know what I mean? Just period.
Yeah, it's education, man.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. This concludes another segment of Prison Chronicles. And remember, when you're watching this, if this is your first time, make sure you comment first time, and we'll grease you personally. Also, and we are not grease you personally. Make sure you go to YouTube under the Narrow Cook and press the subscribe button and share the links, because there's no us without you. We can't get the word out without your help. Things like that. If you got any child that's going through what you think we done gone through, tell them to sit down and watch this. If you got any little ones that have been in prison, encourage them to come on the show, because this is a therapeutic platform for us, for you. And once again, if you have any spouses that have lost their mates to prison, any sons that have lost any children that have lost their parents to prison, any parents that have lost their kids to prison, and family friends and loved ones that have lost their family friends and loved ones to prison, make sure you hit us up at 501-551-8489 if you want to be on the show. And thank you. There's no other